this this job I'm about to show you. It originally started out as a storm job. A big branch broke out and hit the house, and then so she called me and wanted the whole tree taken down. She couldn't really. Turns out she couldn't really afford it. So what she could afford was for me just to come cut it down, be no cleanup, and there wasn't that much money on it. So just me and Andrea went down there, and on my way down there, I was thinking, I'm like, man, another person might be nice, but there just wasn't enough money to pay somebody to come with us, and it turned into a rigging show. And I kind of knew when I pulled up in there and I looked at the tree again that I looked at it like if I could climb up to the main union and set rigging, I could rig all those big branches whole. And that's what I ended up doing. But the dilemma was with only two people, I was making the cuts, she was on the rope. The pieces were so big that there was nobody to hold the rope and guide the big limbs in the direction they needed to go. So it ended up sucking, and all kinds of, it was one of those jobs where nothing went right and everything was a struggle, and it was just really frustrating, but we got it done. I mean, they're always bigger than you think they are and take longer and stuff like that, but we got it down, just me and her. Definitely tested my patience today. Again, it seems like I'm getting a lot of that lately, but yeah, so you guys are gonna see some stuff that's not ideal, some rigging that's not ideal, and it starts with the first branch that I rig. It barber chairs, and then the rope barely hangs onto it, and if that rope would have slipped off, the branches probably would have hit the ground, and then the big butt would have went towards the house, and who knows. So that was the first one, the first cut, and I was like, oh, I'm just gonna peel it. And it's a pin oak, so pin oak reacts a lot different than black oak. I cut down a big black oak the other day, you guys seen that, and you can get away with peeling those branches down. And I do that for a couple different reasons, because it saves time. And when you peel a branch down, when you feed it in the chipper, it feeds nicer. It grabs that piece that peeled off, and it's just a lot faster. But the pin oaks, they're not peeling. They'll barber chair and split. And so I started doing face cuts after that. But I'll show you guys. Got this really big pin oak to cut down today. Probably don't really look that big from here, but this big branch, we just had a storm and this big branch broke out, landed on the house. So she's decided to get rid of the rest of the tree. I came and gave her a price to cut everything down and clean everything up, and it was like way out of her price range, so we agreed to just cut the tree down and leave everything. So the whole backyard's gonna be full of brush. So yeah, I'm kind of doing this for really cheap, because I could tell she was having a hard time, and kind of just wanted to help her out. So this is like a bare minimum price, just get the tree on the ground. I'm wanting to rig big pieces. It's just me and Andrea today, so I want to rig big pieces, but it might get a little stressful as far as her holding the rope and trying to get the big piece on the ground. So it might be kind of like a thing where we rig a big piece, I come over and try to hold the rope from the tree, from in the tree, and then let her manipulate the branch down onto the ground. It's gonna, I mean, this backyard, it's gonna fill up this backyard. That's the branch. So it's already there's already a big pile of stuff, and we're gonna fit that whole thing in here. I'm gonna get it down to the main union, and then I can fall a stick after that. We'll move the swing set and fall a stick. Sorry, I forgot the camera. I got all the spouts cut off of it, and then I just bombed this big piece out there, and as it was falling I realized that I forgot my camera. So, but that one went good. Next I'm gonna drop this one with no rigging. Maybe I'll rig it. We don't have to watch out for those planters, but I might rig this next one just so we don't completely smash them. Okay, go ahead. Okay, stop. I'll grab the rope. Now you grab the piece. Definitely was heavier than I thought. This one is definitely going to be heavier, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to weave this rope around and get all the friction up here. That way she doesn't have to worry about using the device, and I'll be able to take over the rope, and then she'll be able to grab the piece and maneuver it. Okay, first big limb. I got it all weaved through. This is heavy wood though, so worst case scenario, she has to lock it off and start cutting on it. That was gnarly. This is a broken off branch, so it's about as big as that one that peeled. I'm just going to start undercutting them now that I know the way this would react. This is where this thing failed. That probably tore out up there, and then it ripped this off and ripped that off. I'm not tying in any higher than that. I'm probably going to set rigging and tie in right there. I'll probably bust that top out and then set rigging, because these are big limbs. I got to rig these big limbs. So it's not super ideal high tie-in, high rigging point, and it's going to be high enough to get that big back lead. I thought about getting all this off and falling the whole thing with that big branch on it out into the yard, but it's kind of hard to gauge from up here. We got the corner of that metal shed. It wouldn't take much to bend the corner of that thing, so I'm at least going to go down and get all the tips off, maybe leave a stop on there and leave the stop on and fall it like that. Another thing I wanted to point out is there were spur marks all up this tree. There's spur marks right there. Whoever was in this tree last spurred all the way up to here, tied in right here. You can see their their rope burn, natural crotch rope burn right there. So I don't know if that has anything to do with the tree failing, but it's just one of those unprofessional things, you know. They made a cut out there, but they didn't make any cuts over the house on these big heavy limbs that matter. Okay, I think I got it. I think I got it. Go ahead. Grab the branch.
Want me to take it out of the thing?
No. Just let it lay down. Okay, I got the rope. Alright, this is going to be the most stressful one. I'm going to cut right here. It's going to drop into that rigging. We're swinging it out away from the roof. What a bummer, dude. something go right? Jesus. Finally, one went good. Alright. Okay, this one over the house I got routed on this. I'm gonna leave this, I'm gonna cut right there, and the rope's gonna go down towards my feet, and we're just gonna drop it right there and untie it. Just like that. That's it for the rigging. I'll be able to chunk this down, go up, send the top, and then follow stem. Ran out of gas at the wrong time. That's it. That one kicked my man.
How'd you manage to slide right past that swing set?
Ooh, we got lucky.
Dude, it just went.
Yeah, it broke and slid way over here.
I think I moved it.
Dang. This tree was rotten. These all these old big wounds right there, improper cuts, they're not healing over. Ants everywhere, big huge cuts. The dude spurred up it. I've seen a spur marks. I seen where he tied in and his rope went over a limb. And all this wood right here is punky. This is all punky wood. Yeah, dang, gnarly. An inch is as good as a mile, right? Or 5 inches is as good as a mile. Dang.